Hi friends, welcome to my kitchen. I am especially excited about today's recipe. It's very nostalgic for me and it happens to be perfect for spring. So when my Nana was alive, we used to go out for Sunday dinner quite often and she would always make cooked carrots and no one really ate them. And so after dinner, she would mash up the carrots and make what she called carrot cookies. And they were one of my absolute favorite desserts. And they remind me of her home and her. And anyway, when she passed away, when my mom was going through all her recipe files, she took out some of our favorites and framed them, just, you know, the family favorites, and gave them to all the grandkids. And I got carrot cookies. So this recipe has a lot of meaning for me, and I hope you'll try it out. Don't be scared of the carrots. It doesn't taste like vegetables. It's absolutely delicious. And I cover it with an orange glaze, so technically it's healthy, right? You got your vegetable and you have your fruit. So anyway, so I've got in here, what I've done is I have boiled some baby carrots. You can also use regular carrots, just peel and chop them. Boil them until they're nice and soft. And I'm going to mash them with a hand mixer until I have a cup of mashed carrots. All right, so I've got my hand mixer. And I'm just doing them right in the pan. It's easiest. Yeah, you're gonna get pieces go flying. That's normal. You could definitely do this in a blender. That would work too. Because they're a little tricky to get mashed. Just keep working with them. Okay. I think they're good. And I am just going to spoon out a cup of these. Packed. Pack them down into your measuring cup. Perfect. Right? Like that. Awesome. Okay, set those aside. And we are ready to make the batter. Okay. So we are going to start with 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of shortening. Mix that together. Okay, then I'm going to add 1 egg. One teaspoon of vanilla. And my 1 cup of the cooked mashed carrots. And this gives the dough such a nice, pretty color. Okay, I'm gonna scrape down my bowl at this point and my beater. Take this off and get right down to the bottom of this. Make sure this is fully incorporated before adding the dry ingredients. Perfect. For the dry ingredients, we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Where did I put my cup thing? There it is. There's 1. 2. And I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And that's it. We're gonna get this mixed together. $350. These will go in the oven. They cook pretty fast, only like 7 minutes. Okay. They're a little tricky to work with. This isn't like a stiff cookie dough like you normally expect, like with chocolate chip cookies or rolled cookies. It's a little softer, so there's 2 things you can do. I like to line it with parchment. You can spray it with cooking spray though. And what I'm going to do is you can either just get like a spoonful and kind of round it off a little. And you're just gonna kind of spoon it on. These don't spread very much in the oven. I actually, add just a little more to this one. And these are like a cakey, cake texture type. They're really soft, they're really fluffy. You can also get an ice cream scoop and just scoop them out, which is actually a lot easier. I haven't done a very good job of spreading these out. That's okay. All right, that will do. And I'm gonna just kind of pat them down a little bit, shape them. There we go. Okay, these are gonna go in a 350-degree oven. I think I already said, and I'm gonna check them at 6 minutes. I always check a minute or 2 early. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the orange glaze that will go on top of these carrot cookies. You probably only need 1 orange, maybe 2. I have about 1.5 cups of powdered sugar here, and I'm going to zest 1 orange. Make sure you don't get down to the white part, that's bitter. Just want to scrape 2 or 3 times and turn it. Okay, that's going to go right into the powdered sugar. Then I'm going to take those oranges and just slice them up. You're going to add just enough orange juice to make a glaze. If you want it thinner and more runny, add more. If you want it thick, I like it a little thicker. I'll show you why. I'll put it on the cookies and you'll see. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of juice. A little goes a long way. I'm just gonna start with that. If you find that your glaze, you made it too runny, just add more powdered sugar. Which I actually did. I added too much juice, so just add some more powdered sugar. There, that's gonna be perfect. Yep, move these aside. Okay, I have my cookies here. Don't ice them while they're super hot. Let them cool 4 or 5 minutes, but you still wanna ice them while they're warm. Let me just show you the bottom. The bottom is just barely golden brown. So when I'm testing for doneness, I'll just kind of gently try to pick one up and see the bottom and I'll know it's finished. But you can see how they're still puffy and cake-like and oh, they're so, so good. So while they're still warm, I'm just gonna get a little bit of this orange glaze and place it right on top and it will just kind of run down the sides. And talk about the perfect spring cake, spring cookie. Everyone does carrot cake in the spring, but I don't know if a lot of people know about these carrot cookies. And they might be one of my favorite. My birthday's in the spring, so my Nana would make these for me for my birthday. We'd have Sunday dinner. It's always right around Easter, and she would make these on my special birthday Sunday dinner. So this recipe will make about 2 dozen cookies, just depending on how big you make your, how big you scoop them out. Yeah, so I think I need to break into one of these, see what it tastes like. Oh yeah, definite nostalgia. I'm so glad you could be here with me today. I hope you'll try this recipe, and I'd love to hear your feedback on how you liked them. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel to see lots more content like this.